think needs to be more alignment around that. This isn't about the Republicans or the Democrats. The bottom line is voting is a nonpartisan issue.
The right to vote means to me having a voice, being able to participate in the political process, being able to be engaged from the top to bottom, whether it be just from casting a ballot or maybe potentially running for office. There's a lot of things that start with our right to vote.
I once thought my spiritual life was separate from and more significant than my civic life. As a pastor, I operated in this way. I was always involved in the community, but it was secondary. I now know this was wrong. I know this was a luxury grounded in privilege.
As the midterm elections rapidly approach, there's been a rash of voter identification conflicts in states across the country.
Laws across the U.S. are being passed to make it harder, not easier, to vote. Since the 2016 election, 9 states with
waiting in line to vote.
It is 11:45 in Georgia, and guess what? We're still at a polling site.
My point is that the laws are wrong. We have to fix those laws, because as long as we have eligible American citizens who cannot cast a ballot, then the game is rigged, because in a democracy, you should be allowed to make your voice heard.
Look, the history of voter suppression in the United States is a history of racism. Okay, it is about preventing certain groups from voting so that other groups can maintain power. There's no other reason to do it. You're in a democracy, you want everyone to vote, you know? Unless you're trying to keep one group in power.
But if people are not able to vote, if every person who wants to vote is not able to vote for a variety of reasons, whether they are intentional or unintentional, that undermines the entire underpinnings of our democratic system.
We're not just on a civil rights march, we're on a religious march here. That this is our religious duty, that this is a sense of God's enactment of social justice in this place.
Thanks. Backers of Amendment 4 collected about a million.
Florida disenfranchised more people than the population of over 10 states and U.S. territories and over 40 countries in the world. I mean, I think we all should care about our fellow brothers and sisters. I think we all should care, because oppression is like, once it's done to me, it's easily done to the next person and passed on. We have to stop it when we see it. I think this is a historic fight that we've been fighting. This is nothing new, and I think we're going to have to keep fighting.
This fall, we will need to vote. Vote to have a scientific and humane response to COVID-19. Vote on policies that are the work of anti-racism. Vote to rebuild our ruined cities, in the language of Isaiah. Vote in a way that unites our spiritual and civic lives for the common good.